In 1996 and perhaps earlier, we began to track global temperatures via satellite, in addition to ground and ocean sensors. And in the beginning of 2015, NASA released the satellite data, which tells a different story than the ground data. And I'm going to show you the graph that they released, which only goes back to 98. Actually, it's supposed to go to 96, and why it doesn't, I don't know, because 96 was actually below average, and I have an upcoming version that shows that. Anyway, this is kind of confusing to look at, doesn't tell you much. But the next one will. The next version will. And every year they say, oh, this is the hottest year on record, or the second hottest, or whatever. And yet this graph shows that 98 was actually the hottest. 1998. And Al Gore's, when he spoke here in Boise, Idaho, he said that 05 was the hottest, and that's why Katrina happened, and that we were going to continue to increase. Well, CO2 levels are approaching 400 parts per million, and yet, as this next graph that's coming up here shortly will show you, there has been no global warming in about 2 decades. Here's the graph right here that shows when you include 96, which was below average, the average temperature is flatline for 18 years, 3 months when they released this at the beginning of 2015. I don't know what 2015 was like because I haven't looked it up, but bottom line is, even though carbon dioxide levels are going up, the temperature is not. And I don't believe anybody can predict it. I think climate change is real. Global warming, man-made global warming from CO2, I don't believe is the case. And I have another graph coming up here in a couple of seconds that will show over geological time both carbon dioxide in black and temperature in blue, and as you can see, they don't really match up too well at all. And in fact, at zero, which is 2 million years ago, we were in the last ice age, and it was pretty much an all-time low, and we're barely above that now. We just came out of an ice age. And in fact, the global temperature hasn't been rising just in the Industrial Revolution. That's bull. It has been rising since the end of the Little Ice Age 300 years ago, or whatever it was. And if you study this, you can see it also shows the Great Permian extinction, in which there was a little spike. And it also shows the average temperature over all the geological time is way higher than what we're experiencing now. I want to show the other graph one more time, make a couple of final statements. It's coming up here in a second. I'm going to paste into the description of this video a link to another video that was made by the co-founder of Greenpeace, which backs this up entirely. He obviously got a hold of this graph too, these graphs, and he uses the one over the geological history in an animation. So I hope you'll click on that and watch that one too. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day.